Hello again, Jerry, Old Guys Review. So I thought I'd get a motif going for this week. Being I just made the last video about RC four-wheel drive, I thought I could combine it with the 1/14 scale vehicles that most of you come to my channel to see. So this is the RC four-wheel drive Beast 2 1/14 scale. Now, this truck is a replication of a European MAN, which MAN has semis, and they make military vehicles much like the American Hemet. So this truck, while not new, I've had it for quite a few years. And if you want to build a kit, because you like building, this is the kit for you. This kit literally, I did the wheels and tires on it, and I got so frustrated with how long it was taking that I literally put everything back in the box, and this truck sat on the shelf for a year while I went on to other projects. When I finally got around to doing it again, I kicked myself in the teeth because this truck is scale look accurate, not scale how the real truck is. But what that makes up for is the fact that you build a scale one of these trucks like my Overland, it has the scale suspension. This truck is more like a traditional rock crawler, which are usually 4 links, 3 links. This is an 8 link. Now, when I first got this truck, of course, here I'll go to my usual bad mouthing of other reviewers. This is just a trail truck. This truck will not perform. And I say from the driving I've done over the years with it, it is a performer because it has an 8-link suspension on it and not leaf springs. Now, when I go back to if you want to buy a kit because you like to build, we will get into the fact that this whole front, this whole back comes in pieces. They are parts trees like a Mattel model that you buy at the store. It literally is pieces and parts, and it's made out of styrene, so in which, if you've never done styrene like I hadn't done, you have to do a lot of experimenting for adhesives. The best one I hear for styrene is MEK. Well, I couldn't find any MEK at any of my local stores. So I ended up using, let me see if it's still here. I got it from my local hobby shop, which is called Polyzap. But it said it works for Lexan, Dextron, nylon, polycarbonate, and rubber, which generally polycarbonate is your hard bodies, as I come to understand. So, to the level of building that you will do, this box, these are all pieces that go on the inside. This piece goes on the outside, these handles, all individual. This handle, all these little simulated tie downs, you do. The metal rod, you do. You have to build this whole piece with the holders for the rod. Everything under here, you've got a frame, you've got a subframe, which allows this bed to, if I can get my finger in there, the bed tilts forward. You've got 4 body pins that hold the whole bed on. The bed comes off. There's the wheels. These are true bead locks. You do every single one of these. Screws and nuts. And while we're tilting it, we'll just flip her over here. 3 axles. All links. Your battery goes in the rear. Light kit. Camouflages very well. Transfer case. 2-speed transmission. Everything up in the front. Motor, I decided to camouflage the whole thing. There we get to the body pieces again. 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 piece, inner fender. This is a lot of gluing. But with my adhesive I used, oh, wait a minute. The electronics box, which opens. Those hinges you build, that is 5 pieces with, come on zoom, with tiny E-clips on both sides. You build the handle. You got a screen, lets a little air in there. The cab is pretty much undecorated, so you can do whatever you want. You got light buckets, that's where your headlights go. I put on some D-rings, fit some halo guys in there. The joy of having kids that are grown up now is you can always find some extra goodies laying around the house. To my 50 cal off of a tank, because you can put another guy it's generally a 2-finger process. Cover comes off. You got a gun turret. Flip around the other way. Got more styrene work because you do your spare tire holder, fuel tank. Since I was doing it anyways, I decided to give it a little different camouflage paint job. Just a little, 2 different colors green. Once again, another storage box. You got some nice faux mud flaps out back. You got some really nice tail lights. Got some reflectors, which, once again, big opening back here. But this is all plastic. You could put a pintle on the back if you want. But that was my joy with this truck, was it's not necessarily scale, but it is 1/14 scale. So I could use it with my other trucks. And it looks excellent on a trailer, which you can drive it right off, because this thing has some, not the best in the world, but this was going to be a 1-part video with a drive after we got done talking, but it is pouring rain outside. Looking out the picture, you can't really tell, or looking out the window, but it is just coming down. So this is going to have to be a 2-part video. So the drive will come hopefully tomorrow, because I've done got a little work done in the backyard track, which to include I found my mud pit. So that is actually getting filled with water thanks to the rain tonight. And we'll see what kind of natural contours that makes. So, once again, thanks to everyone who likes and subscribes my page. And some of you may say, hey, this is old news. This truck has been around for a while. But with a look at it and then a drive video next, maybe some of you will look at it different. Now, I mean, it isn't cheap. I think it's $4.99 right now at most places. You have to build the whole thing, then you have to buy all your electronics. Make sure you get a good radio with a third channel, because the two-speed tranny is quite nice to have, because it gets up and moves pretty good. I have a poor tactic system into this, so it doesn't work very well for the third channel. I need to get another radio, but I find that low is fine for me. This thing looks pretty good cruising along. So, once again, thanks for viewing. Like and subscribe, and stay tuned for the part 2 driving video. Thanks for watching.